Ladies and gentlemen, in order to celebrate 100 subscribers, we're giving away a $100 Amazon gift card. Here's what you have to do to be entered. First, you must like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone else who needs to witness the Creepy Nights experience. Once that is complete, you will listen for the secret code hidden in this video. After you have heard the entire code, head over to our Instagram at creepynights.official, where you will DM the code and officially be entered into our $100 giveaway. Good luck, and we hope you have a very creepy night. As a child, I was an energetic kid that loved exploring. Honestly, looking back, that might have been the reason I got in trouble so often. And as an energetic kid, I needed to eat. My parents would take me to our local McDonald's. We didn't live in the city, so it wasn't as packed as you might think. Don't get me wrong, a lot of people still went there, and it took quite some time to get our food, but it was definitely worth it. The food there always tasted good. I think what was suspicious at first was that one day my neighbor went missing. He was in his mid-50s and he was grouchy as all old people are. One time I got into his backyard looking for my lost ball, and he gave me a lecture about staying off his property. I don't know what the problem he had, but I didn't see him after that. Some witnesses said that they last saw him at the same McDonald's that I went to. Then it started happening over and over again. People, usually old, were targeted and were last seen at that McDonald's. That should have been a sign to search that McDonald's, but the cops only interviewed the people inside the restaurant, thinking that it was a person just stalking the old people. We had dumb cops. They weren't wrong though. One day I was eating McDonald's, like I do every time I go there, and I drank too much Pepsi, so I had to go pee. As I walked to the bathroom, I saw a worker dragging a box to the fridge. Didn't think much of it, until when I came out of the bathroom, I saw red liquid coming out of the door. It was just a little puddle, and I thought it was just some sort of jam. When I came back to sit at my table, my dad told me he had this feeling that we were being watched. Almost like there was a presence that could not be seen. After we were done eating, we drove back to our house. My dad tucked me in bed, and I fell asleep. That was the last time I ever got to see him. My mom was devastated, and I was in shock. My dad loved his family, and our neighbors loved him too. The cops interviewed me, and I told them about the worker, the box, and the feeling my dad had. This was the spark that made the cops search the McDonald's, but everything was normal. The workers said they had a truck of ketchup sent, and one of the boxes leaked. The police scolded me and said I gave false information, but I know what I saw. So being the curious kid I was, I decided to search the McDonald's myself. I planned to enter the McDonald's after the restaurant closed and everyone left. I was stupid. Very stupid. I planned to enter the McDonald's after a few days because it was the weekend and I wanted to go to the pool. Look, I was a kid, alright? I had priorities. That still didn't stop me from acting out my plan. So after the McDonald's closed, I entered from a little space I left for myself. I was in. I searched everywhere and couldn't find a thing. Maybe I was out of luck, I thought. But as I was heading out, I was reminded of the fridge. I looked inside the fridge and saw a loose wall tile. I removed it. As I entered the secret room, walls and floors of blood shocked me. Body parts everywhere. Before I could catch my thoughts, the sound of a door clicking and opening went in my head. I put the tile back and hid. As I looked, I saw a worker carrying a lifeless man in the room. I held my breath and waited. Each minute of the worker cutting open the man felt like an hour. That's when I heard the words, "This'll be great for a burger." I was about to vomit. I don't know what's worse, the fact that they serve humans or the tone of the worker. It was like just another day for the workers. But my worst nightmare came true when the worker headed for the place I was hiding. While the worker got close, I was faced with two options: get found and killed, or fight back and have a chance of survival. I jumped out of the spot I was hiding and hopped on the back of the worker. I dragged the worker down, but my back hurt. I got up and found a knife, turned back and saw the worker's knife. It slashed my mouth, but the feeling of survival overwhelmed the pain. I ran towards the worker and stabbed them. I stopped when the worker fell and got out of the room. With the side of my mouth dangling in the air, my determination to survive, I ran to two cops on patrol. I told them what happened and they called for backup. They found the worker bleeding out and got him to a hospital. I was sent to the hospital and had stitches in the side of my mouth. I'd say it was pretty traumatic. My mom was glad I was alive, and the McDonald's was shut down. I'm still recovering from the trauma to this day. My therapist has been helping me out as well to deal with my mental pain. That night was the most terrifying night of my life. I'm just glad that I got to share it. I know my dad is still watching over me. Thanks, Dad. S. If you enjoy Creepy Nights content, let us know. Give us a subscribe, a thumbs up, or in the comments, let us know your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you. Also, check us out on Instagram for more horrifying content. And if you have any stories of your own that you would like me to personally narrate, check out our subreddit. Until next time, my friends.